is absolutely riddled with strange and unsettling footage. I mean, truly, it doesn't take more than a quick Google search to find something you probably could have gone the rest of your life without seeing. Well, on that note, welcome back, friends. I'm your host, Kennedy, and today we will be counting down some of the creepiest videos that all come from the same state. So get ready, because this is the top 10 dark videos from Texas that are alarming viewers. Starting us off at number 10 is a creepy cemetery. A drone video that was posted by the TikTok user Haunted by the Darkness starts off exploring a creepy cemetery in the middle of the night. And I mean, what could go wrong there? The camera starts panning the headstone-filled grounds, but at first nothing seems to be really out of the ordinary. In fact, for most of the video, it's actually just the drone panning over the cemetery and showing the old graves, which, to be fair, is creepy all by itself. However, near the end of the video, things get weird. There is this kind of shadow figure that appears to be crouched over, and then it suddenly bolts off into the distance. It's a bit blurry, so it's pretty hard to tell if it's a person or what, but it definitely has made some people online a little uneasy, with some claiming it's a ghost and others fearing it could be some kind of occult practicing witch. Now, creepiness of the video aside, I do have some questions. If it was a drone filming this, why not chase whatever that was? I mean, that part is a little suspicious to me, that's all I'm saying. But it's definitely still a creepy video and has definitely cemented my stance on never visiting a cemetery after dark. Coming in at number 9, killer clowns. So one thing about me is I hate clowns. I always have. They just creep me out, plain and simple. So for me, one of the creepiest things I could think of would be coming across a clown wandering the street late at night. I mean, maybe I'm just scarred from the time when people were dressed as clowns running around on rampant sprees in the middle of the night, but I would also guess I'm not alone in this fear. Well, two friends came across exactly that one night while driving home in El Paso, Texas. They claimed they were filming to begin with because they were freestyling in the car, but then out of nowhere, the driver sees a clown standing on the side of the road. The camera gets a little shaky, and you can hear the passenger not believing his friend when he claims to have seen this creepy clown. But then the camera gets back on the road, and after turning up the headlights, there it is standing in the middle of the road. A creepy clown dressed in all black with a white mask on. If that were not alarming enough, the clown then starts running towards the car, but from there the camera gets super shaky again and abruptly ends, so we don't know what happens next. I will be honest, I have no idea if this is real or not. Some say it is, but others claim it's a hoax. I mean, you know, people have dressed up as clowns and stood in the middle of the road waiting to attack people? Sure, but this one in particular, the jury is out. One thing I do know though, is that I still hate clowns. Coming in at number 8, a late night drive. This next video was posted on TikTok, and the user started off by explaining that it was getting late and they wanted to get home quickly, so they decided to take an alternate route home that was suggested to them by Google Maps. I mean, you would think that would be completely harmless, and probably in most cases it would be, but this video is definitely making some people stressed, and I don't blame them. The user claims they started recording the video as they had just passed a huge group of deer, but then continued recording as things started to get shifty when a van that was passing them on the other side of the road apparently slowed down, turned around, and started following our TikTok friend. Then, as they show in the video, the user begins to slow down because they see something strange on the side of the road and they're trying to figure out what it is. As they approach the object, they begin to panic as the van behind them is getting closer and closer. And I mean, while we don't know for sure what that thing is that's on the side of the road, it doesn't really look like a legal situation. Then lastly, the user speeds away and the video ends, so we don't really know what happened after that. Online, lots of people are saying it could be a dead body, but others were claiming this is apparently some kind of kidnapping technique that people use to try and get people out of their cars. I mean, who knows? We have no idea what it was. Let's just hope it's not as bad as it seems. Coming in at number 7 are playing ghosts. In Seguin, Texas lies the terrifyingly haunted Magnolia Hotel. Now, if you are a Most Amazing fan, then I'm sure you are not surprised that there is some creepy footage from a hotel, because, well, hotels may as well be breeding grounds for spirits considering how many haunted hotels are alive and well in North America. This particular video was posted by the owners of the hotel, and they claim that it's footage of 2 ghosts in the room playing with a toy they purchased for them. It starts off with some kind of flashing light on the floor her going berserk, followed by a sort of ball thing that begins rolling around the room, seemingly all on its own. I mean, I don't know many other explanations other than maybe the wind that could explain away something like that, but from what I can tell, doesn't look like the wind is moving it. Now, the curtains are closed, so we can't see if the window is open, but even so, wouldn't the curtains move if the wind was blowing past them? Let's just hope that whatever it is that's inside that hotel room is a benevolent entity, because otherwise this hotel could be in for some serious trouble. Next up at number 6, a mysterious creature. Posted to YouTube in June of 2022, this video was not just creepy and inexplicable to the general public, it even became a news story across the entire country. Apparently, this strange creature that is being called Wolfman was caught on camera walking around the Amarillo Zoo in Texas, and no one can figure out what the heck it is. According to city officials, it is real and not doctored footage, but that kind of just makes it even more concerning. It doesn't appear to be any kind of animal we are familiar with, and it's certainly not a human either, at least no one thinks so at this point. This UAO, or Unidentified Amarillo Object as it's being called, has people up in arms, with some saying it's a chupacabra, the absolutely horrific folklore creature that's said to live in the southern United States and attack and devour livestock, but that's not the only theory circulating the internet. There are conspiracy theories that it's an evil alien coming to Earth, that it's a skinwalker, or that it's even some kind of Sasquatch. But honestly, I just hope that whatever it is, it comes in peace. Coming in at number 5, a vortex ghost. It's not just creepy ghosts playing with toys you can find at the horrifically haunted Magnolia Hotel. There is apparently a whole slew of ghosts who have been caught on camera, each as terrifying as the last. This particular video came about while conducting a public investigation of the hotel back in 2017, and it is definitely unlike anything I have ever seen. The first sign that there is something in the room is when a small puff of black mist appears in the bottom left corner. Then again, the same mist of black appears this time, morphing into what can only be described as a white, almost vortex that sweeps up in front of the camera lens. Next, a small orb of light zips up and away, and another vortex follows it. And this white mist continues to circulate the room for a while until it's suddenly gone. Some commenters have said it looks like it could even be two entities hugging, while others claim that it's more likely a frustrated ghost zipping around the room looking for something, or maybe even someone. Now, could this really be proof of a ghost? I mean, maybe? What else really could it be? There is no one else in the room from what we can tell, and it matches a lot of descriptions of what investigators claim entities look like, not to mention the reputation of this hotel is an extremely haunted one. Like always, if it is a ghost, let's just hope it's not an evil demon coming to wreak havoc. Coming in at number 4, a UFO. This next video was posted to TikTok last year after a woman behind the camera noticed a strange flickering light appear in the sky. She starts off explaining that she is standing at her window by her house and clarifies that there is no way it could be any kind of glare when she adjusts the camera down, proving that the house lights are pointing down. But things get extra creepy when the camera pans back up in front of her and it appears that the flickering light is not only up in the sky, but on the ground in front of her a few dozen feet away. From there, it's a lot of zooming in and out on the suspect UFO in the sky until all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it appears like it begins moving around in the sky until suddenly, without a trace, it disappears into the night. What's especially wild about this is, according to the text on the video, this is the second night in a row this orb of light has appeared near her house in the sky. Which, if all of this turns out to be true, do they know she is watching them? As you can imagine, people online wasted no time confirming her suspicions that it was in fact an alien spaceship. However, there are a few pointing out that it could have merely been a street lamp. That being said, she took a video the following day showing the grounds where she lives, and at least from what she is showing us, there is no street lamp anywhere close to where the alleged UFO was the night before. What do you think? Could it really be an alien spaceship in the sky? Coming in at number 3, a stairwell entity. Once again, another hotel makes it on the list. This one, however, is said to be an extended stay hotel in Fort Worth, Texas. Now, we all know there is a lot of paranormal footage out there, but how much of it comes from hotel security cameras? While this video is short, that doesn't make it any less alarming. The video is split into 2 two frames, the one on the left showing an orb of light near the wall, which as far as paranormal sightings go is pretty much the calling card for a ghostly entity being around. That being said, if that was all it was, it could easily be explained away as an actual light. It's the right frame of the video where things get especially unsettling. When in what seems to be the bottom of a stairwell inside the hotel, an inexplicable white smoky blur is caught traveling across the room before seemingly disappearing through a wall. Not only that, but it kind of looks as though it's walking on legs, which is wild. People all over were straight up terrified as to what or who this entity could be and if it's dangerous or not. But so far, no such sighting has come up since. For everyone's peace of mind, let's just hope it was a spirit simply passing through. Coming in at our number 2 spot, another UFO. One night while out walking, two friends came across a strange sight in the sky in Austin, Texas. One of them started filming when he noticed that there were 5 distinct bright lights that appeared to all be connected. They ended up sending the video into Fox 7 News and explaining that while they didn't consider themselves believers of alien life before that night, this encounter was making them second guess that belief. Plus, a witness of the alleged UFO sighting in a different part of town claimed it was completely silent, which she thought was extremely odd and immediately made her think it was some kind of alien spaceship. The craziest part of the whole video, however, is when the 5 lights literally zoom away into the distance at an incredibly high speed. I mean, I can safely say I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. It looks like it's out of Star Wars or something. And if it were me, I would definitely be questioning what I just saw. Now, there have been some skeptics claiming this could be some kind of drone light show, which, I mean, could be true. The drone expert they got for the Fox 7 interview certainly seems to think it must have been a drone, but a lot of other commenters who claim to be experts have also made it very clear that a speed like the one seen in the video is not a technology that is yet available to any drone we have here on Earth. I mean, look, I don't know enough about drones to know how fast they can or can't go, but to me, that video is extremely suspicious. And last up in our number 1 spot, an alien abduction. There are a lot of scary things that could happen to you in this world, but maybe one of the most terrifying things I can imagine would be being abducted by aliens. And this video found from a doorbell security camera from a property in Porter, Texas, just might be living proof of my fear. The video is quick, simply showing a man leaving his house at night, but as he is walking away, the video briefly glitches and pauses. Next thing you know, there is a spark of light that shoots up into the air from exactly where he was standing, and the man is gone without a trace. Once this video got out there, conspiracy theorists pretty much fell into one of 2 beliefs. Either the man was abducted by aliens, or that he himself is an alien. Now, I will admit, both of these are a little far-fetched. Realistically, this could just be a weird camera glitch, but I mean, it's definitely some strange footage with little to no explanation. So, I mean, technically, the possibilities of what could be happening are still up for debate. Well, there you have it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments of any other weird, freaky videos you have seen online. I'll see you next time.